Joe Schmidt, he will hang around if Les Kiss is appointed as the coach. So that's what they're, in terms of continuity, that's what they're hoping, mate. As far as I understand, he'll do that if Les Kiss is the coach. Did you know I played in the Wallabies with Ricky Stuart? He brushed me the next time. I didn't see him for 20 years. He brushed me. Doesn't remember. He said, I don't remember you. I was his first roommate. Small, smelly fish aren't popular in the workplace. Who would have thought?
DSPN, the Devlin Sports Podcast Network.
It is always a pleasure on Thursdays to welcome our great mate, the former Wallaby fullback, Triple M breakfast host, and there he's wearing the logo in there. Obviously,
yeah, I'm wearing the logo. I'm wearing the Triple M logo because I had a normal shirt on when I started eating sardines again.
Oh, here we go.
And my on-air radio mates, being in a small studio with two other people, they're complaining.
Yes.
Yeah, all right. So I opened up the can today and the sardines, and I thought, well, I can't wear a sardine shirt after the whinging I had from my mates, so I've got this on. Anyway, boring
also,
start.
as soon as you opened the can, I watched Lachlan do this yesterday with it, and he was actually sitting out there in the kitchen where everyone was watching, and he opened the tin of fish. It just went all over, just like
that's right.
Yeah,
horrendous.
Yeah.
Small, smelly fish aren't popular in the workplace. Who would have thought?
Ever. Reds. You got to beat the Highlanders because you're the best team in Australia right now, mate.
Well, I think we are. We didn't start well, mate. I went out and watched the game. You know, I told you last week I've fallen back in love with rugby, and I actually went and attended my first game since Fox stopped doing rugby. Oh, no, I did the final in 2022, but I don't go very often.
Yep.
It was tremendous. I forgot how much fun it was to be drunk at the footy.
Yes.
It was magnificent.
Yes.
Bit worry, you're aware that my son's best mate's Fraser, right?
Yep.
So I worried after he scored the try, but I was worried in the first half. We were the first 20. New South Wales are better at us, and then we beat them. We're looking okay. And if you didn't know, Les Kiss will end up being the next Australian coach, from what I gather.
Yeah, do you not think that they'll get the old firm from the Brumbies back together again, as Nigel suggested? Maybe, I don't know, that Stephen Larkham's got to get a look in at some stage?
Well, for me, you know, being a commentator for many years of Stephen Larkham, I'm watching him revolutionise the game when he moved from fullback to 5'8". I love the bloke, but apparently he's not strong enough or something.
No.
And Les Kiss is more... See, I think the thing is, we'll hang on to Joe Schmidt. He will hang around if Les Kiss is appointed as the coach. So that's what they're... In terms of continuity, that's what they're hoping, mate. So, because they really love Joe Schmidt. So they want him... You know, okay, you can go over to New Zealand and live your life, but sometimes can you come and help? And he'll do that, as far as I understand, he'll do that if Les Kiss is the coach.
Good intel. 20,000, so only half stadium full for that Reds-Tars game. Would you have expected a better crowd?
Mate, that's the biggest Reds crowd, I think, in the last 4 years. Since COVID, the biggest Reds crowd. So they're happy with that. But, you know, for a person who goes to the Broncos and you go, oh, there's 46,000 people here, well, that is pretty good. It pales, but geez, it's a different looking crowd. The rugby crowd has teeth and stuff, so and wears collared shirts, whereas the league crowd, they all think they're going to play. Like you go to a Broncos game, and 80% of the crowd actually has a Broncos jersey on. It's just bizarre. Whereas the rugby crowd, they want to get into a pub after the game, so they actually wear clothes.
Didn't you go to a game last year, or was it a Broncos game where you went where you had to buy beers for everyone that you met or something stupid like that?
Yeah, and some bloke hit me up the other night. He said, I didn't get a beer off you last year. I said, well, that was last year.
That was last year, mate. Yeah,
and it was a different sport.
Yeah, that's it. I'm sorry. But a tough game away, the Highlanders, though, and that's a Highlanders side coming off, you know, a gnarly loss to the Hurricanes as well. So it won't be easy down there. And you know that they've been partying since St. Patrick's Day, burning couches, throwing dead wallabies, onto burning couches in Dunedin. My son's flat. 1,000 people turned up for the party.
Oh God, you're kidding! I never know the story of that. I've never been to an O-Week celebration, but that's all finished with now, aren't they? Hard at study or something or other? No,
no, he's only been there for 5 years, mate.
Yeah, what is that? The Dunedin Uni is such a strange thing to us. Like, I went to a university. I went to Queensland University. We never carried on like that. We're all a bunch of savages. The Reds will struggle against them, mate, as most Australian teams. Like, It's easy playing other Australian teams, but with the rubber hits the road now. So we'll see. We'll find out this weekend if the Reds are the real deal. I worry a little bit. Fraser McWright not playing, and that really bothers me.
Different. New South Wales against the Brumbies. So, again, I mean, Reds don't play the Brumbies till round 9, so we don't know yet whether they are the best team, but they look like the best team. Who wins that one out of New South Wales and the Brumbies?
Brumbies, New South Wales, I thought they might be okay, but seeing them in flesh the other day, they're not the real deal, mate. They're not quite up to it. They came last year. If they finish mid-table, that's a win, but they're nothing like the Brumbies have got a fair bit of class. The Brumbies have got Rob Bellatini coming back too.
Okay. As far as your Broncos went, oh yeah, okay. You're great. First round, and it just shirts off, and we're just doing all.
Yep.
And then second round, you go down to Canberra, and Ricky was waiting for you, and you get smacked by that. And now you got the Cowboys at home, who are just rubbish at the moment.
Aren't they rubbish?
Aren't they?
That's the only thing that'll save us. Hey, it only took 1 week. This sums up the Brisbane Broncos.
Right.
Oh, great win against the Roosters. Well done. And then they think they're rock stars again.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what happens. You get your pants pulled down by a gritty team of angry people that Ricky Stuart has.
Yep.
They're angry about living in Canberra.
Yes.
They're angry about they don't live in Brisbane.
Yep. They're angry at Ricky. He's angry at them. They're angry at each other.
He's angry at everything.
Isn't
Ricky.
he?
I played for the. Did you know I played for the Wallabies with Ricky Stewart?
He was a brilliant player, mate.
He brushed me the next time. I didn't see him for 20 years. He
No.
brushed me. Doesn't remember. He said, "I don't remember you." I was his first roommate.
He doesn't remember.
He was a replacement halfback. Nick Parr-Jones must have got injured in the late 80s, early 90s. And he came over to Argentina and he roomed with me. And we were rooming together for 3 days. Okay, so you'd think,
I
remembered him and I followed his career. No, so that says all.
It must have been
I can't remember playing.
Must have been. He was playing for Canberra in that 89 final, so of the grand final. So it must have been late.
Right, it was 1987, end of season tour to Argentina.
Okay, there you go. Now
and then he went straight after. What gratitude did the Wallaby selectors get from him? He quit rugby union the minute he got back from Argentina and went to league.
You're bloody good, though.
On, Ricky.
Bloody good. Your Dolphins. I mean, no one cares. So obviously that station promotion you were doing with the Dolphins, and that's gone now, is it?
Oh no, we're still commercially linked to them, but
okay.
I'm saying I'm just starting to go.
Yeah, Dolphins. Yeah, they stink like your shirt at the moment, don't they?
I know, mate. I don't know how to explain it. They're too slow. They look unfit. This happens every time you go back to your records of rugby league. Every time Wayne Bennett leaves the club. The next season, it's like he throws these landmines in, he signs these duds, and they're still stuck with him for another year or two after he leaves. Yeah. Every single club he left goes worse after he leaves, and then they go, oh, look what Wayne left us, a smelly pile of poo.
Hey, now, if I said to you that this weekend you're playing the third of 5 T20s against Pakistan, followed by 3 one-dayers, what would you say?
What? I don't even understand. Well, who... Hold on, the third of T20. Mate, it's 40 seasons. All I say is it's 40 seasons. There's enough games of 40.
Here in New Zealand, we've got Pakistan touring for 8 matches, and it goes halfway into April.
Does anyone go? Just give me a vibe. Does anyone attend?
Well, it rained out the other day, of course, because that's what it's that time of the year. We've just played the Champions Trophy, and I don't know, it's just such a bizarre thing. We're playing cricket. They're playing at Eden Park tomorrow night, and then the rugby's at Eden Park on Saturday.
How's the pitch going?
Right, drop it in, drop it out, move it about.
Drop it in, drop it out. Right. Oh, listen, don't talk to me. Listen, between March and September, can you not talk to me about cricket, please?
There you go. Please, give it up. Thank you.
Yeah, go away.
This is the DSPN.